The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They start the drive with a give to Allen. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Cards, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Buckner. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does, to the tune of a first down.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They go play action here on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Buckner. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Off the play fake. Buckner. That is caught by Lamb. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold. And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
And confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. Marcus Jones there for the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Allen. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Off-play action. Buckner. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Well, a throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field in the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Hunter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. The Cardinals sit 6-5 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. They'll look to throw again. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Ravensons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Allen trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And here's the guy that saved the touchdown, partner. The guy who threw the interception a lot of times, he just gives it the old way, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cards are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Buckner. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Finding room in midfield. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Again, he finds more. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Back to throw again. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. They'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. Different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Buckner. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To throw on third down, Buckner. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here's the option play going left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw on second down. Buckner. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. Up the middle they go. Allen. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Second and 3. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
first down. He'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Christian Harris, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's got Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up a throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target to run the pass, exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen, and he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Buckner. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Allen. They find some open field here. 178 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out loud.
And this is caught inside the 5. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Hunter.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half,